Hey. Hi, I'm Harold Bell, and this is the Legends of Inside Sports and the Way We Were. Here on Inside Sports today, I want to take you down memory lane. You know how folks are always talking about how black folks have made so much progress in America? Well, I want to take you down memory lane 26 years ago to Minneapolis, Minnesota. You know what just happened, got through what they got through doing in Minnesota, playing Super Bowl 52. Well, 26 years ago, 1992, I was doing an interview with a sportscaster and sports writer in Minnesota because the Washington Redskins were playing the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl. And the only reason I wasn't out there because it was just too much snow for me. And the reporter that I was talking to, his name is Larry Fitzgerald Sr. And Larry was a part of my Inside Sports Media Roundtable before his 15 minutes of fame. Larry Fitzgerald Sr., he has a son at that time who was 8 years old named Larry Jr. And when I would call to the house in the mornings, Larry Jr. would answer the phone and he would say, "Hey, Dad, it's Harold Bell in Washington, D.C." He was 8 years old. Well, today, would you believe that same little Larry is considered one of the greatest wide receivers to play in the National Football League? He will be a first ballot Hall of Famer. But this interview that you're going to be listening to will be with Larry Sr. as we talk about the progress of blacks in the NFL and really blacks in pro sports period. So let's hear what Larry Fitzgerald has to say and what's going on in Minneapolis.
And I'm your host, Harold Bell. Like I promised you, and I said earlier, we're talking about the hiring of the NFL's second head coach. And you know, it's something that we got to be jumping up and down and clapping and hooraying and playing cheerleaders because the NFL has hired his second coach. What has taken them so long that we need to be cheering in 1992 that they've hired their second head coach? Right now, we're going to travel out to Minneapolis, Minnesota, and talk to a young man that you've heard many times here on Inside Sports. He is the sports director at KFAN Radio in Minneapolis. Also, he's a sports writer for the Minneapolis Spokesman and St. Paul Recorder. He's also a correspondent for ESPN, the radio network. Boy, it's so good to watch these young guys grow. I'm telling you, I'm really proud of them. I'd like to welcome to Inside Sports, Mr. Larry Fitzgerald. How you doing, Larry?
Very good, Will. How's the weather in Washington?
Oh, it's beautiful, Larry. I tell you, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I wish it was like this, be like this in Minnesota on Super Bowl day. I would really travel out there. But I see where you guys got snow up to the telephone booth. People can't even get in the telephone booth to make calls, man.
It is. It's been like that for some time. You know, we've received about 62 inches of snow already this season, and believe me, it's been real tough.
You know, but Larry, you guys have to be real, real proud because Minnesota has been so progressive when it comes to hiring blacks in the professional and on the college level. Now they have hired Dennis Greene. Tell us about this because this is amazing because Minnesota didn't hire its first assistant coach until 1988. That's just 40 years ago, Larry. So I was really surprised that Minnesota was the team to tap Dennis Greene.
No doubt about it, Harold. It's shocking in many ways. It's almost an about face for the Minnesota Viking organization, which over the years has developed a reputation of being a football organization that bordered literally on racism. I mean, they didn't, as you mentioned, hire the first black coach until 1989. And we're talking about 29 years before they finally made a move in that direction or realized that that was something that needed to be done. But Jerry Burns, as head coach, made that step and hired a black assistant coach. And Jerry Brown was the gentleman that was selected in that situation. And his situation right now is in limbo, but Denny Greene, now the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings, named the fifth head coach in the Minnesota Vikings history. And it's amazing, Harold, over the last few weeks, the Minnesota Vikings now hiring Denny Greene, the second black head coach in the National Football League. And of course, 6 years ago, it was Clem Haskins becoming the first black head basketball coach at the University of Minnesota, and only the second at that time in the Big Ten. And 30 days ago, the University of Minnesota hiring only the second major university black athletic director, and Dr. McKinley Boston. So revolutionary might be the word. Minnesota finally making a move.
Okay, that was Larry Fitzgerald, um, sportscaster, writer, and the father of Larry Fitzgerald Jr. And I just want to say that, Dennis Greene is no longer with us. Rest in peace, my brother. You had a fantastic run in the National Football League. You set the pace. You were your own man. And what I want to do, I want you guys to think about progress. They're always talking about how much progress black folks have made. Well, stop and think about that. And have we made progress in the NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, National Hockey League? Check. Check back and check your history. ESPN, the magazine, in February, the title page says the state of the black athlete. Does ESPN really know the state of the black athlete? Well, I'm Harold Bell, and that's going to be it for this segment of the Legends of Inside Sports. And I want you to remember that every black face you see is not your brother, and every white face is not your enemy. Until next time, you can color me gone.